Yeah, when there's a cracked tooth, in my opinion, the answer is hardly ever going to be a filling. And the reason for that is fillings are a polymer, right? They're a plastic material. They're not very strong. And what I've found in my, nearly 20-year career is those are short-term fixes, right? It's we kind of patch it up, we make it work, and then it breaks again, right? And the next time it breaks, more tooth goes with it. And so I don't really believe in doing fixes that I know aren't going to last for a long time. So oftentimes when we're having these conversations, it's like, look, let's fix this right and get it done once and make sure it doesn't continue to be a problem for you. And that's where using ceramic, onlays, crowns, etc., are such a better solution to make sure that we don't continue to have problems on that tooth. We don't have things break, and we don't ultimately lead to more issues like root canals and losing the tooth. Modern ceramic crowns should be seamless. It's not always the case, and the reason for that is it's twofold. One, you need to make sure the fit is perfect, right? And so that comes down to the records you're taking, and even before that, your preparation design. All of those really important principles go into making sure that it fits great. The other part to that is, making sure you're matching the color and all the little nuances of natural teeth into the ceramic. And that's a very artistic process, which frankly is kind of lost in the modern technology and trying to use digital and CAD CAM, getting that artistic touches on the ceramic to make it look as natural as possible. And I'm super spoiled. I have my own lab and my own team that I get to work with side by side in designing and building these cases. So I feel like that's kind of my cheat code to make things look perfect. So when we talk about how a crown can enhance a tooth, in cases where a tooth is cracked, has cracks, has been worn or broken down, or even if it's had a root canal, for example, that's where a crown really shines to help reinforce the tooth and give us honestly a stronger situation than what was previous there. Because the goal is to have something that's going to last for a long time, right? And so doing it the right way enables it to be something that's going to be very functional, going to look great, and give the most longevity as possible. Yeah, so there's a couple ways that we do ceramic restorations in my practice. So one of the ways we do it is using a CAD CAM system where we can get it all, designed, milled, fired in the oven, et cetera, all in one visit, right? And that works great for, single crowns that need to be done or onlays. When we're doing more comprehensive work and multiple teeth, that's when my lab comes into play. And so in that process, it's two steps. They'll have a temporary initially for a couple weeks, and then we come in and install the permanent. Both are great ways of doing it. I think it really comes down to the circumstances as which one would be better for the individual. But also it enables us to be, patient specific in our protocol and what we're going to do and how we're going to do it and make sure we're getting the best outcome possible. So a crown is considered the gold standard for protecting a tooth because it's the only way that we can completely reinforce a tooth, right? So there are times when an onlay, which requires a little less removal of tooth structure, is a better option if the rest of the tooth is intact and strong and no cracking, etc. We love that option. If it's a situation where the tooth really needs some more significant restoration, you just can't beat a crown for that.